regular meeting for September 20th, 2016. Please rise for a moment of prayer and silent reflection and pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk will call roll.
President Estefano.
Present.
Alderman Donahue.
Present.
Friedman.
Here.
Garriga. Haddad.
Here.
Keith.
Here.
Mia.
Present.
Moore.
Here.
O'Hara.
Here.
Rector.
Present.
And Scalera. Here. 4 present.
Before we begin our regular meeting tonight, I would like to make a short statement. I would like to personally thank Gary Graziano for his service as police commissioner. A summary of his service is as follows. From January 2002 to December 2003, he served as commissioner under former Mayor Richard Scalera. From January 2012 to December 2015, he served as commissioner under former Mayor William Hallenbeck. From January 2016 to September 16, 2016, he served as commissioner for current Mayor Tiffany Martin Hamilton. I speak for myself when I say that Gary has been an asset to the city of Hudson. I know that over his years of serving as commissioner, he has taken the position very seriously and has the respect of both the men and women of the police department, along with the community. Thank you. Motions to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the July 11th, 19th, and August 16th meeting and place them on file. Can I have a motion? Priscilla? Alexis? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Motions to dispense with the reading of the city treasurer's report as of August 31st, 2016, and place it on file. Can I have a motion, please? Henry? Doc? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Committee reports. May I have a motion and a second to place the committee reports on file? Mike? Alexis? Roll call popcorn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Bills. Bills are on your desk. May I have a motion and a second to pay the bills? Alexis? Mike? Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue.
Aye.
Friedman.
Before I vote, can I just ask what enhanced micro-image is?
That is the company that is providing a service to digitize the microfilm. This is phase 3. We've done this twice before. Yes.
How many more phases do we have to fix?
One more, about approximately $2,000.
So this is the last time we're going to have to pay a bill for $7,000? Thank you. Oh, okay, then fine, yes.
Garriga.
Aye.
Haddad.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
Aye.
Moore. O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
Aye.
Scalera. Carried.
Communications.
Can
Tracy?
I ask one other question? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a pain in anything, but what's Camarusa Restaurant? Oh, is that for like planning? Never mind.
Communications. Tracy Delaney, City Clerk, certifying the second petition titled Petition for City of Hudson Charter Amendment to revise the boundaries of the wards in the City of Hudson and voting procedure for its common council complied with all requirements of law. May I have a motion and a second to receive the communication and place it on file? Mike, John. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolutions. Appointing commissioners of deeds. Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue. Friedman.
Aye.
Kariga.
Aye.
Haddad.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector. And Scalera. Carried.
Acknowledging and thanking the Galvin Initiatives Foundation for the restoration of the Hudson Armory. Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue.
Aye.
Friedman.
I abstain.
Kariga. Haddad.
Absolutely not, under no circumstances would I thank Galvin for that building. So no.
Who would you thank for?
Well, somebody who had the city's best interest in mind, probably.
Keith.
The only one?
Aye. Moving
How about you,
on.
Doc? Can we thank you?
Mia.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
I would like to bring a little light to this. This was something that the city's Historic Preservation Commission voted to do specifically from a member's request, and was put through and voted unanimously by the board. It's really acknowledging an organization that refurbished a building that was coming apart and providing the city with a library for the next 30 years. So this was from the Historic Preservation Commission. Aye.
Scalera. Carried.
Purchasing a generator for the police, sorry. Purchasing a generator for the police and courts building. Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue. Friedman.
Aye.
Kariga. Haddad.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
No.
Moore.
Aye.
O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
Aye.
And Scalera. Carried.
Accepting donations on behalf of the fire department. Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue.
Aye.
Friedman.
Aye.
Kariga.
Aye.
Haddad.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
Aye.
And Scalera. Carried.
Fire service, Tracy, fire service, about 60% vote, pass.
Establishing a service award program for active volunteer firefighter members of the City of Hudson Department of Fire. Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue.
Aye.
Friedman.
Yeah, I vote aye. I just want to be clear what we're saying here, right? We're creating this program to reward the volunteers who've been keeping us safe for so many years. This only goes back 5 years. That's, I guess, the most we can do, and that's the least we owe them. I'm glad that we're finally getting this done. It took us a year, and I'm very happy to vote yes.
Kariga.
Aye.
Haddad.
I'd like to echo John and say it's about time that there was something in place to give a little bit of remuneration or incentive to, or acknowledgement of the fact that we've had such a good volunteer service for so long. So yes.
Keith.
I also vote yes and thank the fire department for their continued dedication to the community.
Mia.
Aye.
Moore.
I vote yes.
O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
I vote yes, and I say, a long overdue thing, as everyone said. I think one of the proudest things of our town is our volunteer fire department, and by doing this, we acknowledge it finally, so congratulations.
Scalera. Carried.
Authorize,
Council aware that go wherever. Correct. You're aware that by passage of that The proposal has to go to a general referendum for final.
Authorizing transfer of funds to the Youth Personnel Services account. Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue. Freeman.
In a week, as far as I can tell, nothing has been done to address the structural issue here. There has been no audit, there's been no review, or if there has, somebody's keeping it secret from the council, which is responsible for the finances of the city. And I realize that we have to vote yes on this, and I realize that therefore my vote is completely symbolic. I vote no.
I'm sorry.
I vote no.
Thank you.
Garriga.
Aye.
Haddad.
To echo John again, and absolutely no personal qualities being brought to, I think you guys are great, but I think there needs to be more oversight here in a way, and I vote no.
Keith.
I vote yes, because, we have to employ the people that we want to watch our children and make sure that we have enough coverage. We have to start at the basics first. So I have confidence in the youth department that they will continue to make improvements as they go forward. Thank you.
Mia.
I have to say something. After April 19, 2016, they will be asked for the money, $21,600 for the summer programming. They have to hire the summer kids. So, Board of Estimate, they did not approve that money. That money was a fall down. This is the resolution, is passed by the council. This is the part of the money was one of the shortage. And I had another question. I don't know where is the George Bernard salary come from? That is my another question. I am not sure yet.
Sorry.
So that's it 21,600. If you approve that, they will not fall down. Thank you. I say yes.
Warren.
I vote yes, and hopefully that this issue with the financial situation gets resolved, that it doesn't continue to go on and on and on, and we shouldn't make the children suffer.
O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
Yes, because it's something we have to do, but I think additionally, something we have to do is develop a better accounting process and a package for these people that they can live. And I think, from our finance committee meeting tonight, we discussed getting more involved in the process and assisting people and hearing people and finding out what the real issues are with this, because again, this is the second year of this. But yes.
Scalera.
I vote aye, but I kind of agree with both John and Rick in the sense that we haven't really solved the true issue at hand, so it does get a little more closely in the future. But aye.
Approving fee for boot removal. Roll call vote.
President
Sorry.
Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue. Freeman.
Aye.
Garriga.
Aye.
Haddad.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
Aye.
Moore. O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
Aye.
And Scalera. Carried.
Authorizing the fire department to submit a sealed bid for the possible purchase of a rescue boat. Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue. Freeman.
Aye.
Garriga.
Aye.
Haddad.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
Aye.
And Scalera. Carried.
Authorizing the mayor to enter into an appropriate agreement with the Natural Resources Inventory Consultant chosen by the Conservation Advisory Council to conduct an open space and natural resources inventory. Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue.
Aye.
Freeman.
Aye.
Garriga,
Aye.
Haddad,
Aye.
Keith,
Aye.
Mia,
Aye.
Moore,
Aye.
O'Hara,
Aye.
Rector,
Aye.
and Scalera. Carried.
Authorizing the mayor to apply for grant funding under the Restore New York Communities Initiative Round 4 in order to assist with the redevelopment and restoration of the Dunn Warehouse. Roll call vote.
President Estefano,
Aye.
Alderman Donahue,
Aye.
Friedman,
Aye.
Garriga,
Aye.
Haddad,
Aye.
Keith,
Aye.
Mia,
Aye.
Moore,
Aye.
O'Hara,
Aye.
Rector,
Aye.
and Scalera. Carried.
Resolution number 11 will be considered later in the agenda. The new things on our desk for tonight are authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Human Resources Associates to provide professional employee-assisted program services to city employees. May I have an introduction and a second, please? Henry, Alexis. Is there any discussion?
Shouldn't there be? What is it?
May I?
Yes.
It has a quick letter on the back of it, or rather not quick, a brief letter on the back that explains where it comes from, explains what it essentially does. But this is another program for $3,500 that the entire city, all the city employees can utilize, and it is essentially four sessions, up to 4 sessions paid with a counselor and potentially their spouse or immediate family member for any sort of counseling due to a stressful situation. That is one of the covenants of it. And the other one of the other ones is that it does employee assessments in a way. The mayor could suggest that for a sample test, or an example rather, the mayor could ask one of their city employees to go for an evaluation for maybe employee efficiency or recommendations on how to give them a better training in a way.
Any city employees?
Any city employee. So we didn't want to limit it to just the police department, as it was the same cost for $3,500. You could do either X number of employees within one department, meaning the police department, or you could do up to 100 employees of the entire, if the municipality has less than 100, which we do.
And their immediate family, what's an immediate family?
Maybe I spoke out of turn, but it is definitely their spouse.
Children?
I'm assuming children. I kind of probably need to read it again.
Henry,
Yes.
did we decide if it was coming out of the police budget?
This
or
year
our-
it is coming, I believe it is coming out of the police department, and next year hopefully it comes out of the general fund.
It says, I'm sorry, may I ask a question? Because,
Yes.
all right, so I'm on the second page of this letter. Employees, in paragraph 4, employee participation shall be confidential,
Yes.
as well as information disclosed to HRH agents and employees of any other agency or individual in which an employee is referred. Okay, that all sounds good. Subject to the following, B, the employer shall, that's us, or maybe the police department in certain instances, shall be advised of the effectiveness of an employee's treatment so that the employer may evaluate such employee's work performance.
So that's kind of what I was just speaking to. It's like an employee review in a nice way of saying that.
In
I
America,
don't
has
know,
some
this is
discretion
like
around
a
this.
licensed
Decided
healthcare
into it.
professional is disclosing private information from city employees and family members to the city as its employer. Has your office looked into this at all? Who's responsible for HIPAA compliance here?
No?
It doesn't appear that this is
You're not applying for healthcare.
medical.
It's not actual healthcare?
No, it's essentially counseling for a excessively stressful situation.
How's that not healthcare?
Who's the provider of the healthcare?
I don't know.
Right on the front
That's
of it.
subject to the,
This is all too much. Why are we voting on this now suddenly without any?
Oh, gosh, that would have been great if it had been able to have been completed last month, but
Who signed this then? The mayor and Claudia. The mayor here?
nope.
Claudia?
Well, this has been knocking around for a month and a half in the police committee meetings.
It's new to me, and the mayor has total discretion for the city, for the entire city, and the chief of police for the police department.
And it says all these people on their letterhead, they're doctors of education, licensed MHHC, whatever that means. Master of Science, licensed medical HC, something, I don't know. All these
There's one person.
initials, and it says therapy, psychotherapy associates, counseling.
This is hell.
What is this? And it's going to disclose people's personal thoughts and what they disclose to these people, to their employer? I'm not at all comfortable with this.
Heather, would you like to add a comment?
The only other comment that I would like to add is that because if the city chooses to offer this service, I think, and I'm not necessarily saying this is a good thing or a bad thing, but because the service would be offered to the unions, it could clearly be seen as a past practice, which then would require the city to continue the service in perpetuity, even if it finds that the service is not
Yes,
useful.
let the union complain before the city voluntarily discloses its employees' private thoughts and feelings when after they've been in a stressful situation with somebody who has no obligation to keep it confidential. I'm not comfortable making the city party to this. It sounds like that we're creating a therapeutic environment that is then could potentially be used against the employee.
And against us.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and it's going to cost us $3,500, which it is a nice way to evaluate somebody by an HR person. $3,500 is no amount of money, but for a city. But I worry that we're telling our employees that if you have some problems and you want to talk about it, here's where to go. And then those people can turn around and say to whomever, fire these people, or they can never do their job anymore.
Well, I don't think our mayor is in any sort of
I'm not worried
situation where
about
she would feel that she
individuals.
should fire anyone.
I'm not
except for-
concerned about individuals, I'm
They
concerned about
speak the
process and people's rights. And I'm also concerned about the city's obligation and through its agents to keep
Well, you could
personnel's private health information private.
Does it expose us to potential lawsuits?
I don't know, but I'd certainly like to know about it. I mean, it just seems very loosey-goosey to me.
Read the letter.
I'm sorry? We don't know. Oh, yeah, well, I will. You do what you think is right, Doc, but yeah, no, that's my anyway, that's my thought, that's all.
Make a motion to table this so we can get more information from the mayor along with myself and another time.
One second.
No.
No, I do. All in favor of tabling this?
No.
I'll table it. I don't want to vote on it, I'd like to know more.
Yeah.
I would like to know more. Listen, if this is going to help people, by all means, but if it could potentially be used against people who, in their job as a city employee or their family, because of their job as a city employee, or in some stressful situation.
Can I interrupt you there? There were two resolutions that previously came up, and of course, at the last minute, I was asked to correct it two separate times, once by council president, once by the mayor, for language that they preferred, which is understandable. Our second resolution was just for the police department. On the police committee, we thought we would extend the gratitude, I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. We would extend the courtesy of giving the city's employees the option to utilize the services for the same exact fee of $3,500. But If you all have a problem with needing more information, fine. I'll just change the resolution. Next month, we're going to have one just for the police committee. I'm sorry, just for the police department, and we're not going to do the entire city employees.
Well, I mean, I would like
Because
to
they're-
know. Henry, I would like to know. I mean, we have a contract with the CSEA, not just for the police department, but also for our rank and file employees.
Yeah, well,
And I'm
I'll
looking
go
at
with
section
it.
1 of this letter, which says it's an agreement, I don't know what that means, but potentially this could be conceivably a contract, and it's open to all employees of the city.
Right.
And whose work-related performance is unsatisfactory, according to whom?
According to
Pursuant to
the
what
mayor.
measure? I don't know. You don't know either.
That's true.
Okay, and who may benefit? Who may benefit? I don't know. Anybody might benefit from HRA's counseling and diagnostic services. I mean, it sounds therapeutic, but then they can turn around and give that information to the city, which can use it against the employee.
Meaning the mayor.
Okay, all right.
Language on there is the mayor
That's all it
specifically.
says.
That being
It
said,
does.
we had a motion and a second to table this and the idea of continued work or explanation of how it's going to work. That motion being said, can I have all in favor
Tabling?
of tabling?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Of course I'm opposed. I think we're all idiots.
Thank you.
Cool.
Maybe we'll sign you up first.
So all those employees. Because I can't be signed up for it, you should have read the letter. Sorry.
Like a lawyer.
I mean, much like the people came in for the fireman's fund, perhaps the company that provides the service could come in and explain some of these issues in detail, because even though I'm not on the council, I have read the letter, and I still have quite a number of questions, many of the same ones that John has, and I think it's important to understand exactly how it would be executed and what the liability may be. I mean, it basically sounds like, well, I'm not going to get into what it sounds like, but perhaps they could come in and present and provide some clarity, since there is none at this point.
Thank you. Billy, did you want to make a comment?
Yeah, please. I'm going to say I agree with Alderman Friedman, and he definitely is on the right path. This is an absolute union action, and I'd be willing to bet that if you were to talk to some of your union members, this would have to be included in contract negotiations. Anytime you take an action like that, where it requires something from an employee that is not currently stated in your contract, it's a union action which needs to be negotiated, and this sounds exactly like that. Now, the police may agree to it, but I'd be willing to bet that some of your city employees may question it for the very reasons that Alderman Friedman has stated. So if this is something you guys are looking at, I would implore you to at least talk to the union before you bring it to your desk again.
Authorizing various transfers within water, sewer, and cemetery department accounts. May I have an introduction and a second, please? Rick, Tiffany, any discussion? Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alderman Donahue.
Aye.
Friedman.
Aye.
Kariga. Haddad.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
Aye.
And Solera. Carried.
Authorizing a memorandum of understanding with CSEA to resolve a grievance in relation to pay period salary calculation. May I have an introduction and a second, please? Alexis, Priscilla.
I can speak to it if anybody has any questions.
It sounds like status quo. kind of we're ratifying from January 1, 2016, this new method, which we've been using since that date. And everything prior to that is going to be the way it had been by that date, and that we're all going to agree that that's
Go forward with it.
Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alden Donahue. Friedman.
Aye.
Korea. Haddad.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
Yes.
Moore. O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
Aye.
And Scalera. Carried.
Resolution number 15 will be considered later in the agenda. Well, should we- Directing the city clerk to take actions to comply with statutory mandated publication requirements of Section 37 of the Municipal Home Rule Law in relation to the fair and equal proposition. May I have an introduction and a second? John? Henry? Sure.
Yeah, I just want to clarify, it's not really, it's not offering a discretionary situation. This is basically, this council has to do something, this is to delegate to Tracy, actually publicizing the stuff and carrying out the stuff. There's a legal requirement to publicize, the proposed law, but I'm assuming nobody in this room actually wants to call up the newspapers and write this up. So it's essentially there to delegate to Tracy the duty that's been imposed on the council. It's not really not whether or not to do it, it's just having her do it and not you.
Nothing to do with restructuring awards?
No, this is because the petitions came in, there's a legal requirement that the legislative body has to publicize it. But we're just delegating to Tracy the actually carrying out the actions and publicizing as it's required.
Still goes to referendum.
Yes, oh yes, but but there's some publication requirements that have to be carried out, delegated to the clerk, to carry out those duties.
Any other discussion? Roll call vote.
President Estefano.
Aye.
Alden Donahue. Friedman.
Aye.
Korea.
Aye.
Haddad.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
Aye.
Scalera. Carried.
Proposed local law introductory number 4 of 2016 establishing a sustainable energy loan program in the city of Hudson has been presented to the council members in the informal meeting held on September 12th. So it's just presented.
We can't do this before it goes
Designating as an unclassified action for secret purposes the proposed enacted of the local law to establish a sustainable energy loan program for the city. We have an introduction and a second. Mike, Alexis. Let's go through the secret form.
It's very, very short and simple, given that it's a local law. You all have a copy of it. It just has identifies the city common council as essentially the sponsor. What it is, it's a local law to establish a sustainable energy loan program in the city. Quick description: it enables financing of sustainable energy installations and upgrades on existing commercial properties in the city. Contact information, and the question is does the proposed action only involve the legislative adoption of local law? And the answer, yes. There's nothing more to do except just describe what it's about, which I put on the second page, essentially what I just said on the first page. So it's really very simple EAF, that's acceptable. We want to have a motion to accept that EAF as written. We can move on to the second part.
So can I have a motion and a second to accept the EAF? Mike, Alexis?
Where's part two? Part two?
Part two is shorter. I have a copy of one.
Who funds this fund? Where did the money come from?
Energize New York, which is a New York chartered corporation in Westchester County.
So
And
they have money?
yes,
Right.
I'm sorry, no, part two, that's all part one. That's all part one, you're right, that's not.
It's all part one, man. Don't we need part two then?
Yeah, and I thought it was there.
I believe that. It's one of the best.
It's only a blank.
everybody got out there.
I mean, it hasn't been filled out, it's blank, there are 10 questions to go through. I don't think it's inadvertently scanned over the wrong line. It is a blank, and it's available on the website, so it can perhaps on the DEC website. It's just a blank form, and I thought that that's what I included this one.
Can we table this until we have all the necessary paperwork?
It's just a blank form with 10 questions. I thought it was there. Oh, I'll just read them.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just 11 questions, but it's all very straightforward in this matter. This is part 2 of the AF. First question, will a proposed action create a material conflict with an adopted land use plan or zoning regulations? Or not?
Isn't that our determination?
It is, but, okay.
Just checking.
All right. Will the proposed action result in a change in the use or intensity of use of land? Your two choices are no or a small impact may occur. The other option is a moderate to large impact may occur.
No.
Will a proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community?
No.
Isn't it supposed to?
No.
No? Then why are we doing it? Just checking.
Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that caused the establishment of a critical environmental area?
No.
Yes.
There are no CEAs.
There are no critical environmental areas in Hudson.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, they're designated. There's one.
It's like a capitalized thing?
Yes, it is.
If only I had this document in front of me.
Right.
Like a comprehensive plan is a capitalized document.
Ah, yes, not to bring up.
Will the proposed action result in an adverse change in the existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkway?
No.
No.
Will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy and it fails to incorporate reasonably available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities?
No.
Will the proposed action impact existing public-private water supplies?
No.
Public-private wastewater treatment utilities?
No.
Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources?
No.
Will the proposed action result in an adverse change to natural resources, e.g. wetlands, water bodies, groundwater, air quality, flora, or fauna?
No.
Will the proposed action result in an increase in the potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems?
No.
Will the proposed action create a hazard to environmental resources or human health?
No.
Is that agreed?
Mr. O'Hare agreed with it.
Then, on to part 3, for every question in part 2 that was answered moderate to large, if responses needed, there were none that were designated moderate to large. Just, you have to make a determination whether, as a result, you have found that it will not result, whether it will or will not result in one or more potentially large or significant adverse environmental impacts. So someone should just make a motion that determine that it will not have any large or significant adverse environmental impacts.
So moved.
Mike? Alexis? Vote. Is there any opposition? All in favor?
Aye. Now, what specifically are we voting on now? A subset of
No,
all things,
they're
or the whole
essentially
package?
issuing the negative declaration that this action, the enactment of the local law, will not have significant adverse environmental impacts.
Right.
That's what you're voting on.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Roll call vote?
Really?
Yes?
On the resolution,
Oh, no.
is that what you were asking?
The form. On the short
There was
form?
no opposition.
Oh, okay, so we don't need, okay.
So, in light of that, and there was a resolution essentially written up to say that, determination that would not have any significant negative environmental impacts, and that the authorized filing a negative declaration, and the result of the president to sign and the city attorney to sign and prepare the documents as necessary.
We didn't have a motion on the second resolution. Oh, we did, we had a motion and a second on the resolution. We will have, okay, roll call vote on the resolution.
President Estefan.
Aye.
Donahue. Friedman.
Aye.
Korea. Haddad. Keith.
Aye.
Mia. Mia.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector. And Scalera. Aye. Carried.
Okay, now going back to,
I'm sorry. You can sign it.
now going back to resolution number 11, which is authorizing the execution.
Well, actually, that comes after voting on the law.
Oh, sorry, okay. Proposed local law, introductory number 4, establishing a sustainable energy loan program in the city of Hudson, as presented to the county council at the informal meeting September 12th, on September 12th. I jumped ahead. Oh, okay. Now may I have a motion and a second to enact the proposed local law? Mike? Alexis. Roll call vote.
President Estefan.
Aye.
Donahue. Friedman.
Well, I can't find this damn document. I have to vote no. What are you looking for? The town? The local law.
Is this the one you're looking for there?
Yes, never mind. Come back to me. Come back. Good.
Garriga.
Aye.
Haddad.
I have it, I'm voting no.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
Aye.
Moore. O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
Aye.
Scalera. Friedman.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Carried.
Proposed local law introductory number 5, 2016, amending the city zoning law, excuse me,
Now we have the resolution.
I'm sorry, I crossed it off. Authorizing the
Tracy, I made a slight change to that resolution.
You said you changed the paragraph, the first paragraph to identify the local law. Correct.
Well, just that they had voted on it. Originally it said refer to the enactment, but because it was the mayor's signature, this resolution was just authorized upon the vote of the council.
Sorry.
I sent out a slightly updated version of that resolution.
Right, that's what we had before us.
Oh, you do? Okay, I didn't have that.
Yep.
All right.
Number 5.
Yeah,
Number 11.
council.
Back to 11. Confused.
So, because we added the dates. Really added dates.
Oh, that's the one you have. Okay, that's the one that is the one. Okay.
But it wasn't, we didn't revise the resolution per se, because it wasn't, it's only.
Well, the only thing is I just changed the word from saying enacted to voted by the council.
Right, so we don't need a new introduction, something this, right, so it's.
Okay. So authorizing the execution of a municipal agreement with Energy Improvement Corporation to carry out the Energize New York program. Roll call vote.
President Estefan.
Aye.
Donahue.
Aye.
Friedman. Garriga.
Aye.
Haddad.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Mia.
Aye.
Moore. O'Hara.
Aye.
Rector.
This is all part of the same thing we've been talking about.
That's correct.
Yes.
Aye.
Scalera. Carried.
Proposed local law introductory number 5, 2016, amending the city zoning law as it pertains to the westerly side of Hudson Avenue. May I have an introduction in a second. John, Rick. Now may I have a motion and a second to refer the proposed local law to the City of Hudson Planning Board and the Columbia County Planning Department. Mike, John. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Tracy, you just set the public hearing yourself. But I mean, they'll receive
They'll receive notification.
Is there any new business?
Yeah. We got some old business, fine. Anybody else got some? Or does anybody else have some? Prefer proper grammar. Just want to express how disappointed I am in the way the mayor handled Gary's inappropriate comments. They were inappropriate, but her actions were knee-jerk, foolish, and just reactionary of a response that I would find a child might make. upon hearing something they didn't like. And if I were the mayor, I probably would have asked him to resign too, or be removed, but to do it in a manner that is not becoming of a leader, nor of a employer, or a someone who's in a managerial position. Her actions were erratic and seemed quite calculated to a certain degree. Erratic to the point where asking the chief of police and the commissioner to come in for a conversation, and then no less than 30 minutes later have already appointed someone to that position seems just, I've lost a little bit of faith in her ability to conduct business. And I'm more than happy to work with Martha, not a problem. It's 100% the mayor's call to remove someone that is in the commissioner position. And I look forward to working with you. But to throw away a lifetime of institutional knowledge in our small city seems, that is erratic and foolish. And within the same week, having already a position, another commissioner position doing something that is not to the standards of maybe the commissioner position, i.e. the youth department misappropriating $25,000. There has been no recourse or disciplinary action on that. So where is the standard in judging somebody who fills the commissioner position? So that's my long-winded way of saying that this is another shit sandwich that we're all taking a bite of.
Thank you, Nick.
Nick Zacco's first ward. I don't know why you have to pick on the youth department. I don't know why you had to throw that in there.
No, it's not nothing them specifically as people who run something, but
You keep saying that, but you're trashing the youth department, and I just really feel like this body treats all the other departments with a lot of, if you let me finish, this department treats, this council treats all the other departments with a lot of respect, and they should get it, the fire department, police department, everybody. But when the youth department comes up here, they're treated so disrespectfully, and as a person who's worked with the youth department, I feel it's really not right. And the youth department does amazing things.
they do amazing things.
Please let me finish. Please let me finish.
Can we keep the conversation?
They're feeding kids in the summer who don't have lunches. They're doing amazing things, and we need to all help them. And I just feel that it's really disrespectful the way that they're treated by this council. I just wanted to get it out there.
Of them to take the city's money and to mismanage the budget so egregiously 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
What are you doing to help the youth department?
What am I doing to help?
As a councilman, yeah.
Nothing. I have no brief over the youth department, sir. I am, however, on the finance committee where we've been looking at this for years. And we've been looking, it's part of the executive department, not the legislative branch. The legislative branch only has responsibility for the spending of money, not the hiring and firing of people, not the management of programs within the city. This is a distinction that's drawn in our charter. The mayor, this mayor, her predecessor, have been unable to manage this department. Now you think that we're disrespecting them? We are. We have no respect for them because they are not respectful. They don't earn it.
It's terrible.
Yes, it's terrible. It is. Because they take money and they spend it like water. And there is no accountability. There are people sleeping on the job down at the lake this summer. It was documented. You shake your head, Nick, but sitting exactly in that queue where you are today, a week ago, the commissioner of that department acknowledged the fact.
And that it was not an employee
That
it was an AmeriCorps volunteer.
Why are we spending so much money down there that we're exceeding our budget? There's no management. You see a lack of respect? That's correct. Respect is earned. Opportunities were given, and trust was invested, and money was invested, and money was spent, and trust was squandered.
And so you've been working on it as a finance committee. What's happened? What have you guys worked on? What positive things are you working on to do to help out the youth department since it's been so bad for such a long
We're
time?
not, excuse me, we're not here to help the youth department per se. The finance committee has set up a subcommittee to take part and communicate in meetings and communications with the executive department, which has total sway over this entire fiasco and the entire area. They occupy completely management of their own department. We are responsible for the money. That's it, the money. Not the children, not the employees, not this, not that, not anything. Money. Yours and mine and everybody else is here and everybody else who isn't here except through us. That's our responsibility. Now you sit there very smugly and ask me, what have I done for the children? I'll tell you what I've done for the children.
I didn't say that.
I've insisted that we as a city take some responsibility and act like adults and responsible governors of the funds and the operations down there at the lake and at the Boys and Girls Club and everything else. We're doing that. I'll tell you who's not doing anything. That's the youth department. I'll tell you who else who isn't doing anything about this. That's the mayor's office as far as I can tell. And if they are doing anything, they're not communicating with the finance committee in this council, and this council is responsible for one thing, and one thing only, the money.
I'd like to clarify something for you, Nick. We had a finance committee meeting this evening, and this was, we talked about this at length. It is something that members of our finance committee, like John just mentioned, will be reviewing with the mayor very soon.
Good, thank you.
Okay?
Can I say something?
Sure.
So we made a finance committee do the reviewing, how they spend the money, how like. Until we reviewing, you cannot say that that's mismanagement. When you find the review mismanagement, then you can tell them. You cannot tell the people who is mismanagement. First fall, see last April I told you that. They asked for, they have no budget, they asked for the somehow help money, mayor, common council president, and Heather Campbell did not provide the money. It was $21,600 for the hiring their staff. They have to hire the standard of the staff. So where does the money come from? That's their budget come from. So that's happening. So I don't know, dependently, you can investigate and you can review. After review, then if you find any error, then you tell them, not before, please. You should respect before until not finding anything. So you should not disrespect anybody else. Thank you.
Thank you. Don, did you have any comment? You had a comment?
Yeah, I wanted to come at this from a slightly different angle, and I wanted to say something about Gary Graziano and follow up on what you had said earlier. Acknowledging that I don't want to get into the issue of how he departed, however unfortunate that may be, I do think that, and however much I welcome Martha Harvey's taking on the job, I think we can't simply let this appointment, one of the most important appointments in the city, simply sink beneath the waves without any further acknowledgement. Gary Graziano was one of the most honorable, hardworking commissioners this city has had in years. We can all disagree with some of the things he did, but we have to acknowledge that he made that department stronger, that he brought more management practice there than had been there before. His hiring was in the main honorable, and I think that it's, as we pass this baton, we've had such controversies about the commissioners. Are they the right function for a modern city? And we've had two, without any prejudice to any other commissioners, Gary Graziano and Tim Hudson, who I wish was still here, and I could say this to his face, who have defined how well a commissioner can perform in these jobs. And if we give them $1,000, I doubt whether Gary Graziano or Tim Hutchins earned more than $1 an hour for all the time that we know they each have put in on this job. And I think for the good of the city, for how, for looking past whatever the controversies are, we should acknowledge the fact that these are good people who serve the city honorably and well. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Question about the zoning law on Hudson Avenue. When does that, we live on East Down, our backyard faces the empty lot. And we would like some information on what's being built there, how the zoning is going to change. I heard everyone just yay, but do we have any say?
This is going to be passed to the planning board next.
Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
What we voted to do this evening was pass this to the planning board next. And they meet, their next meeting is in October.
October 13th.
October 13th, thank you. And and customarily, it also gets passed to the county planning board for them to review. And so after both boards have reviewed it, that would be the time that we, the council, would get back.
And, yeah.
And the planning, any regulatory commission welcomes public input, so you should participate in those meetings and listen to what's going on during those meetings, where you get a clear idea of what's actually being presented.
Yeah, and a clear idea of exactly what they want to build there and how long it's going to take, because our block, that's all we look at. We look at the field and we have pictures. And so if they're going to be building there for the next 15 years, it's certainly, it's a quiet neighborhood and it won't be anymore. So I don't know who I talked to about that.
Well,
Excuse me, there's also a public hearing.
Yeah,
Oh, that's-
and there will be public hearing periods.
Here, did you see this?
Probably
Probably not. right?
this,
No,
something else that I didn't,
that's a letter from the developer. So nothing's being proposed there specifically yet.
Am I
But when
getting a copy?
it's yours.
oh, thank
You're
you.
welcome. And if you have any questions, call me.
How do I get in touch with you?
The city website, they have my own phone number.
You're John Friedman?
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that's, just come to these meetings and keep asking questions? Because I really didn't know how to,
If you have issues, let me know.
I can talk. Did you write this law?
No, it's.
It says on the bottom. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Anything else, ma'am?
No, I don't, let me read what I have and I'll go to the next meeting. I'll call you.
Just I remember something. Our city is suffering the low-income housing, affordable housing. The housing project is coming. Anything affordable housing will be raised or not?
I don't know what their proposal is.
So I hope that we change the law, we will be do that, but we should acknowledge our city problem. And we should have at least 25% affordable housing for the city. Definitely needed, and we should acknowledge that was the big issue in the whole Hudson city.
How do you define affordable housing?
You can define it by various ways. You can either start by doing your research by our local complexes that we have here. We have Bliss Towers that goes by your income. We have Crosslands that sets a standard. So there's different ways
What's
of
the
doing it.
standard mean?
Oh, a certain income. You make a certain income.
And what are the criteria that they use?
You can call them and find out.
No, I'm not going to call
Well,
them.
you should, because it may come up for a vote.
Not my word.
Well, you should. People in your ward are moving out too. It's not affordable.
Any other comments? Ed?
I don't know if it's time and place, but on behalf of a few of our local churches, I would like to thank the police department, especially Officer Roberts, Councilwoman, Garriga, and the Department of Public Works for making our Christian parade a success. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments this evening?
Well, I just wanted to thank Nick Zackos for his comment and just wanted to let you know that there are council members on this council that does support the youth department.
I apologize.
And yes, we do have to oversee the finances of the department, but we are in tune of the programs that go on and the children that participate. And we want to keep the doors open and ensure that more children participate in the youth department. And I also would like to say that I support the mayor and her decision, and I know it was a difficult one, but I support her decision with having Martha Harvey as our new commissioner. And I sit on the police committee, and I do welcome you as well. Look forward to working with you.
Anything else? Before I ask for a motion to adjourn, please don't walk out of this room unless you sign the resolutions and motions that you raise your hands for. And that being said, can I have a motion to adjourn? Henry, Rick, all in favor? Opposed? Thank you. Good night.